Hello, welcome back to another YouTube exclusive ranked recording. I've found a couple of kuxir97 games from just 3 days ago, so these are really recent. And I've got no idea what kind of 1v1 form Kuxir is in, but he did play one pretty good game. In the Spain versus Italy 1v1 series that I casted. He looked really impressive in that series, so based on that, I'm expecting these to be some interesting games. This is just another benefit of the ballchasing.com website, is that Kuxir didn't upload any of these games. He doesn't auto-upload any of his matches, but his two opponents that he played here, two other Grand Champ players, they have uploaded these games. So we're going to be able to watch some kuxir97 1v1 gameplay thanks to his opponents here. So first one that he's going to be up against is a certain player called Fable. Now, I don't think I've ever casted any of Fable's games before, so I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into this one. kuxir97. Just 3 days ago this game was played, so let's see what he's been up to recently. He's got such a unique 1v1 style. I'm sure this is going to be really interesting to watch, regardless of the outcome. And like all the other ranked casts that I've done, I have not watched these games, so this will be the first time that I've seen it. Now, first thing I'm noticing is that this camera that Kux has decided to go for is extremely zoomed in. I feel like we're very low as well, and I'm not surprised at all to see Kuxir using completely unique camera settings. He changes his camera settings after every goal pretty much, so if this game isn't going well for him, we can expect to see lots of changes. That's a good recovery by Kux, and it needed to be. I think the counter-attack was open for Fable, had it not been for Kuxir. Recovering quickly off the back wall there. Methodical approach as usual for Kux. That's a very safe challenge. But likewise for Fable, no risks being taken by him. That's an interesting power slide turn on the wall from Kux. Of course, he will slow play at the near post, trying to weigh up his opponent here, trying to figure out how Fable plays the game. Oh, look at that from Kux. That's a really interesting play, in fact. He fakes a fast turn and then half flips so that he can take a bigger run up at the shot. I actually really like that. Not sure I've seen anyone use that before in 1v1. Great 50-50 again. But he will have to leave the ball now, and this is dangerous. Fable is going to try and dribble at him. Solid defense still by Kux. Well, let's take a look at what Fable's been doing. We've been on Kuxir's POV all game so far. Oh, not the best time to switch to Fable. Now, he's probably afraid of the air dribble bump there. But by the looks of things, he should have been more afraid of the ball bouncing into his net directly, because that's what's just happened. Oh dear, speaking of being more afraid of the ball, Kuxir's missed it, and Fable with a very nice shot will snipe the top corner. Good response from him. So a couple of whiffs, one from each player, and that has resulted in a 1-1 score. Beautiful kickoff by Kuxir. You'll notice that you don't need much. You don't really need to lean back at all with your wave dash setup. You can get those almost off a flat car. Just got to be patient. Most failed wave dashes, especially at lower rank, are just because the player who's trying to wave dash too eager to do it, and they don't wait for their car to actually have the back wheels in the ground. That's a big dunk for Fable. Chance to go 2-1 ahead here. Oh, that's a horrendous bounce for him, though. He's going to go for it anyway. And, you know, with a recovery like this as a backup plan, I don't hate that at all. That's actually a pretty good shot attempt, but Kuxir's dribbled him. He's noticed the early challenge coming in on the turn and flicks it over Fable for 2-1. So although the recovery was good, the problem is that he didn't really have a good way to challenge the ball afterwards. Good 50 by Kuxir here, as he has had for the majority of this game. Now here comes the air dribble. He's going to need a flip reset to put that one on target, and there is no reset lined up by Kuxir with the demos, not for the first time this game. And there's a 3-1 lead. So much more physical play than what we're used to seeing from kuxir97. And, you know, a reliance on strong 50-50s as well. That's something that we are quite used to seeing from him. But they've not been set up in the traditional way that he usually would, where he's hiding behind the ball. Brilliant wave dash. Oh, good read by Kux as well. This is a much faster, much speedier looking Kux than we've, I think, ever seen before in 1v1. And of course, that's not a surprise. He's still at the top of the 3v3 game, still competing in RLCSX. Now his Team Liquid with Fruity and Speed have had mixed results. They've struggled with it to get any kind of consistency going. But look at this by kuxir. That's so cheeky. Just walks into the near post area and takes the ball away from Fable, who really didn't think kuxir would be bold enough to just walk up to him there and make a shot happen. That should be open. Good bump by Fable. He just saved that shot, or prevented that shot. Oh dear, kuxir, where are you going, buddy? That's not where the ball is. Fable, I think he's missed this. He actually has missed this. Are you joking? Wow. The tilt is real. Not only did he miss, but it bounced all the way across the goal and went wide on the other side. Now kuxir's just time wasting. He's just going to wait behind the ball in the corner. He's going to make Fable come to him. Pretty solid game all around by kuxir. Oh dear, he's just paused for no reason though. Not sure if he misread that bounce or if he's just feeling bad for Fable. Either way, he's given him 1 goal back. Now, it is worth mentioning the next game that we watch isn't going to be against the same player, but it is going to be from the same ranked session that kuxir played. I'm not sure how many games he played in that ranked session, but 2 of the games did end up on ballchasing.com for us to check out. This one and the one that we're going to watch after it. But this one looks like it should be a pretty easy win. Fable has fallen off at the end of this game. The consistency of his mechanics and really the consistency of his ball touches have dropped off significantly. He's been out of position pretty non-stop at the end of this game. And I think that's partly due to, you know, the tough position he's in. He's probably pretty nervous playing against kuxir, the legend, 97, and probably partly because he, you know, had a couple of mistakes go punished. That's a good save on the half flip, but it's just too little too late, surely. Fable's going to keep going for this, though. You know, this being a ranked game, a lot of players would just forfeit here, but in 1v1, you never know. I mean, now I think you do know. kuxir's just bunny hopping behind the ball. He knows this is over. A defensive player like him is never going to concede 4 goals, and there is the forfeit. So it would have been 7-2 for kuxir if the game continued. At least 7-2. Maybe it would have gone even further, but Fable's going to stop it at that. So let me just hide the game while I open up the next game here. Now, as we get the second game started, I want to really quickly give you guys just an update on what's going on with the channel, because I know some people have been hoping for, you know, 1v1 live content to come back. And don't worry, it will. It definitely will be making a comeback. In fact, the next iteration of Salt Mine is in the planning stage. So these things take time. We want to make it good for you guys. Oh dear. That's a little embarrassing. kuxir's conceded a pretty comical goal against his second opponent here, Spider. So let's see what Spider could do. I actually really like these names, Fable and Spider. Pretty cool. No numbers, no punctuation. kuxir, of course, he does have the numbers in his name. Oh, that was a bit of lag. Okay. Interesting. Wait, kuxir has 8 ping? Where's Kux? Did he move out? Did he leave Palermo? What have I missed here? Did they... I wasn't aware that kuxir had left Palermo if he did. I know that Team Liquid have got a facility in the Netherlands. And looking at kuxir's ping here, I wouldn't be surprised if that's where he is, because there's no way that he would get 8 ping from Palermo, Italy. He's usually quite famous for having about 50 to play with, because it's quite far away. Not a place that's known for its internet connection. But yeah, just to finish on my previous thought before this game gets more intense, yes, 1v1 content is not leaving the channel. We've been having a bit of fun with the grid streams, and I wanted to show you guys some of that good gameplay as well. But yeah, when we have the next iteration of Salt Mine, you can bet that it will all be on YouTube for you guys to enjoy. I'm looking forward to showing you what we've got planned. Hopefully not too long from now, but I wouldn't hold your breath. It's not going to be in the next 2 or 3 minutes or so. Yeah, we've got some very interesting games here to watch. It's always so refreshing to watch kuxir play 1v1. Very different style, and he's still kept true to his 1v1 style, even with the evolving meta of Rocket League, and even with the evolving mechanics of Rocket League. He still has his own twist on it. You'll see, just like in the last game, that he's prioritizing bumps and demos more. Big dunk here for the equalizer. So the physical game is really a part of kuxir's game now. I think recoveries have improved significantly. So it's just another really impressive thing to remember, just how long this guy has been at the very top of the Rocket League 3v3 world. And yeah, his intelligence and his history with 1v1, I think, will always make him a threat in this game mode, no matter how little he's been playing it compared to other players. He's done his 1v1 purgatory. He knows what he's doing. This looks like Spider's going to take the lead, though. 3-2. And off a 50-50 as well. Clearly a more deadly opponent than Fable was. Fable wasn't really able to dispossess kuxir at all. kuxir was just controlling the game, putting pressure on Fable, and eventually the mistakes came through. But Spider, he's having more successful aggression on the ball. Let's look at the positioning again. He's refusing to back down, this time to his own detriment, but this is the clear difference between Spider and kuxir's previous opponent, Fable. And yes, these games are in chronological order. Chance for Kux to go 4-3 ahead here. He's challenging Fable's aerial speed. Sorry, not Fable, Spider. I'm getting them mixed up. Oh, Spider's accidentally passed the ball to Kux here. He did quite well initially to defend that ball, get it into the corner. But that touch was not what he was looking for. No wave dash on the recovery from this kickoff either. Kuxir in a good position. Half the game gone. This looks like Spider's once again got a goal off a very strong challenge. He's got some very good 50-50 ability, this guy. Second time this game that he's just shrugged off a Kuxir challenge. And not surprised to see, if he's got that mastery locked in. I'm really not surprised to see him going for lots of these kickoffs. Ceiling shot by Kux. Really low boost on the landing. This is risky. Spider doesn't rush the attack though. He takes his time and pops it over Kuxir. Brilliantly done. 5-4. I'll tell you what, this guy is putting together some pretty good plays. Now Kuxir's going to change up his kickoff. He's not enjoying the little exchange they've got. Just evades the demo in the corner. That was really close. Kuxir with his pinch. Oh, is that on target? I think it's just going to hit the post. Did not expect Kux to be able to sneak that one through. Spider was right there with him. One thing that Kux might need to think about is his boost management. He is definitely using a lot of boost for very little at times. He ends up in attack in a position that he wants to be pressuring the ball, but he only has like 15-20 boosts left, and that means that he can't really go for it. Once again, his boost is running dry. Luckily, so is Spider's. But again, look at what Kux has been able to do there. Not much. The ball's in the back corner of the blue half. But Spider doesn't have a problem with that. Now, he might have a problem with this, though. Kuxir going to go for the fast goal in field, and he sneaks it past him. Spider was under pressure. He really wanted that back corner boost, but Kuxir won't give it to him. Flicks it over his head. 5-5. Really close game here. Spider's so good at 50-50s. My goodness. Good save by Kux. Brilliant reflex to get in the way of that one, and then the goal at the counter, or on the counter, will follow. Spider pressing a little bit too hard in the last two plays. He's sensing weakness, he's sensing opportunities, but he's failing to realize that Kuxir is also presenting a constant threat. That's not a very good clear. Kuxir's going to take a 7-5 lead now. Spider falling apart. This is a really terrible ending for the game for him. He was bringing a much stronger challenge to Kux than Fable did. Fakes the flip reset. Oh, he's faked the pop as well, but Kuxir recovers. Gets down low. And surely he'll be able to convert this one. Or will he? He's actually running out of boost. This is a tricky position now for Kux. Spider off the bar. Now he's going to turn around. Try to go around Kux. Once again, he just perfectly predicts Kux's moves in the 50-50 game. Kux wanted a 50-50 to ping out either side, just left or right at high speed. Either will do. That'll probably be a game winner for him. But Spider has knocked it past him. Now here he comes again. Kux doesn't have a lot of boost here. Spider's equalized with 3 seconds to go. Sick air dribble. And the golf claps are coming in hot. Not sure how you guys can hear it. Oh, Kuxir, what have you done? He beats the kickoff. Are you joking? Oh, and he just forfeits. He didn't even try. Oh, what a tilter for Kux. He was winning by 2 goals with no more. I think it was 11 seconds left or something. Wow. Oh, man. And you see right here, if Kuxir just wants a volatile 50-50, he's thinking, okay, we're running a bit low on boost. Let's just... He actually doesn't have that bad of a boost situation. I imagined he'd be on 15 or 10 or something because his boost management in this game wasn't the greatest. But, oh, my goodness. All he needed to do here was hit this ball hard enough that he would get a 50-50. But look at Spider. He actually pulls a trick out of Kuxir's playbook. He hides behind the ball really well. It looks like he's right behind the ball here, almost touching it. But then you realize what's really happening is he's backed off, and that allows Kuxir's hit to just become a pass to him. So cheeky, and that move there was what turned it all around. I mean, if we look at the next play, Kuxir, he knows that he doesn't have that 2-goal cushion anymore. And he tried to force a play out of Spider, but he didn't realize that last touch was going to be as hard as it was. Brilliant touch there by Kuxir. And Spider, what did he see on this last kickoff? Oh, wow, yeah, he just sees Kuxir totally missing it. I don't believe that. What a disaster. So, you know, I told you guys earlier, I don't know how long this ranked session was for Kux. But what I can say is I'd be very surprised if he played another game after this one. That's a pretty horrendous way to end. Still, though, really great games. Really fun to watch Kuxir play 1v1, even if it is against players that I'm not familiar with. It's cool to see that as well. But yeah, once again, guys, let me know what you think of these videos. Let me know. I mean, maybe you can let me know what other players you'd like me to find replays of on ballchasing.com. Maybe we can cast those as well if it looks like they're going to be worth a watch. Yeah, just leave any players that you'd like to see down in the comments. But don't worry, this is not the way that we're going to be casting 1v1 forever or anything like that. We do have Salt Mine, the next generation of Salt Mine, in the planning stage right now. We're going to be hopefully bringing that to you guys very, very soon. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun to get the highest level of 1v1 competition back on the channel and back to the Rocket League competitive scene, because I know a lot of you guys really believe in 1v1 as an esport, 1v1 in Rocket League as an esport, and I do too. But anyway, that was those are just a couple of games that I found from kuxir97. They're both just, I think they were played 3 days ago. And this video will go up on my channel the same day I record it. So yeah, 3 days. These replays are extremely recent. A new mechanical or a new speedy and aggressive, very, very demo and bump heavy version of Kuxir. But still true to his old calculated style. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, everybody. I've got to go and get ready for a live stream and a podcast. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I've got some pretty cool content that I'm going to be live streaming immediately after this, and you guys will see that on the channel tomorrow, hopefully, on YouTube. I think you're going to enjoy it. But yeah, until then, everybody, have a good rest of your evening. I'll see you later.